In William Shakespeare's play Macbeth, the protagonist Macbeth is an enduring example of a tragic hero. Tragic heroes, central figures in classical tragedies, are characters who, despite their noble qualities and admirable intentions, suffer devastating fates due to inherent flaws. They are often admired for their perseverance and resilience, even as their flaws propel them toward inevitable downfall. In Macbeth, Shakespeare portrays Macbeth as a complex character who embodies the qualities of a tragic hero. His story is a poignant exploration of ambition, morality, and the human condition, illustrating the consequences of unchecked ambition and flawed judgment. Understanding the tragic hero. A tragic hero, as defined in literature, is a protagonist who experiences great suffering and ultimate downfall due to a fundamental character flaw or error in judgment. These individuals typically possess a combination of nobility and imperfection, which makes them relatable and, paradoxically, admirable. Despite their flaws, tragic heroes are often depicted with a certain charisma and sense of grandeur that captivates the audience. They are caught in a cycle of action and consequence, striving to overcome their circumstances, but ultimately succumbing to their fate. This inevitable trajectory is part of what makes their stories so compelling and their characters so enduring. Macbeth fits this mold perfectly. At the beginning of the play, he is introduced as a valiant and honorable soldier, celebrated for his bravery in battle. His loyalty to King Duncan and his desire to serve Scotland establish him as a noble figure. However, his tragic flaw, his unrelenting ambition, sets him on a path toward moral and literal destruction. Shakespeare masterfully intertwines Macbeth's admirable qualities with his fatal flaws, making him a multidimensional character whose journey evokes both sympathy and revulsion. The qualities of a tragic hero in Macbeth. Macbeth exhibits several qualities that define him as a tragic hero. He begins the play with noble intentions and a sense of duty to his king and country. This initial nobility makes his eventual descent into tyranny and violence all the more tragic. His ambition, while initially a source of motivation, becomes his tragic flaw. It drives him to murder Duncan, an act that marks the turning point of the play and seals his fate. In addition to his ambition, Macbeth demonstrates other traits characteristic of a tragic hero. He is courageous and determined, willing to take risks and face danger to achieve his goals. However, these same qualities contribute to his downfall as they blind him to the moral consequences of his actions. His inner conflict and moments of self-awareness further humanize him. Macbeth grapples with guilt and remorse, recognizing the gravity of his deeds yet unable to undo them. This struggle adds depth to his character and reinforces his tragic nature. Tragic elements in the play. The tragedy in Macbeth unfolds as a series of events triggered by Macbeth's fatal decision to murder Duncan. The prophecy of the three witches acts as the catalyst for his ambition, planting the seed of power in his mind. However, it is Macbeth's own choices that drive the plot forward. Encouraged by Lady Macbeth, he commits regicide and assumes the throne, but his newfound power brings him no peace. Instead, it plunges him into a spiral of paranoia, guilt, and further violence. The play is filled with moments that highlight Macbeth's tragic heroism. For example, his decision to kill Banquo and Macduff's family stems from his desperate attempts to secure his position. These actions, while heinous, are motivated by his fear and insecurity, revealing his vulnerability. His ultimate downfall is not merely the result of external forces, but a culmination of his internal struggles and poor choices. The heroic and tragic dimensions of Macbeth. Macbeth's tragic heroism lies in the duality of his character. On one hand, he is a man of immense potential, capable of great deeds and driven by lofty ambitions. On the other hand, his moral weakness and susceptibility to external influences, such as the witches' prophecies and Lady Macbeth's persuasion, lead him astray. His downfall is not immediate but gradual, allowing the audience to witness his transformation from a noble warrior to a tyrannical ruler. One of the most poignant aspects of Macbeth's character is his self-awareness. He recognizes the consequences of his actions and acknowledges his moral failings. For instance, after Duncan's murder, Macbeth is consumed by guilt and fear, lamenting that he has murdered sleep. Despite his attempts to suppress his conscience, he cannot escape the psychological torment of his crimes. This internal struggle adds a layer of complexity to his character, making him both pitiable and admirable. Conclusion. In Macbeth, Shakespeare crafts a narrative that exemplifies the essence of a tragic hero. Macbeth's journey is marked by noble beginnings, fatal flaws, and an inevitable downfall. His ambition, courage, and internal conflict make him a relatable and compelling character, while his ultimate fate serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and moral compromise. Though he commits grievous acts, Macbeth's humanity shines through in his moments of introspection and remorse, solidifying his place as one of Shakespeare's most memorable tragic heroes. Through Macbeth, Shakespeare invites audiences to reflect on the complexities of human nature and the fine line between greatness and ruin.